Hello, nerds. Welcome to Geek Beast, part of the. Welcome to Geek Beast.
It's all
Welcome
right.
to
Go ahead.
Geek
You
Beast,
got
part
it.
of the Geekish
You got
Network.
it.
I know it's a
You got it. Go ahead. You good?
Welcome to Geek Beast, part of the Geekish Network. This is your daily rundown of geek news by geeks like you. If you're new to our show, we cover the Geek News Beat and we share our opinions. I'm your host, Chuck, and we got Randy. Say what's up to the people, Randy.
Yo, what's going on, Geek Beast? Chuck, what are we talking about tonight?
First things we're going to talk about. We're going to jump in. We're going to jump into the world of Fortnite.
Oh,
We're going to jump into the world of Fortnite.
okay.
Fortnite players are abusing AI Darth Vader, forcing him to say skippity toilet and worse. Following Jones' passing in 2024, Epic Games and Disney have brought his voice back to life with a new feature that lets fans recreate and interact with Vader in game. It's worth noting the potential controversy edition produced using generative AI technology was sanctioned by Jones's estate. Shortly after, players start figuring out how to get the Sith Lord to say the worst things possibly. That includes tricking Darth into saying the F word, edging and gooning, and chilling skibbity toilets. Um, so he's saying all this stuff as a character. Before his death last September, Jones signed off on a
All right.
deal with the AI startup
I remember
Reese
that.
Feature that gave the company the right to recreate his voice for Disney
Mm-hmm.
Plus's Obi-Wan Kenobi series.
Mm-hmm.
So they're
And
taking advantage of that signing,
yeah,
putting him in Fortnite, and kids are like, "Oh, we can make it say anything."
yeah. How does
I
that
want to hear him
happen?
say "skibbity toilet."
Yeah, how does that happen that he's permitted to say that they're permitted to say anything? Is that just the
Use
tech or is that
generative
was
AI.
hack or
Use
yeah?
generative
It's
AI.
like
Well, I
they,
remember with James Earl Jones signed it away because he said he wanted them the legacy of Vader to continue on. So he signed over the rights and they had all this the permission to do that. But now I guess the internet, man, these kids today. So now they just got him out there saying anything.
Yeah,
Of
yeah.
course they
I
do.
mean,
it's pretty
of course they
funny.
do.
Yeah.
We were playing the other night. I don't know if you saw my short reel that I posted, but we were playing the other night and we tried it out, and it is hilarious, dude. It is absolutely hilarious. I basically, if you get a chance, we go look at it. But basically, I was like, we had died Crystal Rezes, and then I have Darth Vader, and I said, Vader, why don't you like come on, man? I need you to help us like do your part and like fight better for us. And then he replied, he's like, hey, I'm already carrying you guys. Like, come on. And it's
That's
just like,
awesome.
and it's like, hey, come on, bro. And he's like, bro. He's like, you call a Sith Lord a bro? It was just like, it
That
is
sounds like
it was
fun.
In a
hilarious,
Vader voice.
but of course, freaking
Right.
people on the
But they
internet
did
are
it.
abusing
Yeah,
it.
absolutely.
Of course, I mean, kids are kids, man. But
Yeah.
I mean, honestly, kids are kids. I mean, these are adults. Like some of these examples are adults,
Yeah.
But yeah,
but I
you
think
had
it's
to know if it was
hilarious.
possible for that to happen, that was going to happen. It had to. It had to.
Yeah, they knew it was
Fortnite
gonna
had to.
happen. They knew it was
Yeah, they
gonna
had
happen.
I
to.
mean, it's kind of interesting too because it kind of like shows like that's why like generative AI, these LLMs, like a lot of them become
Hmm.
racist because they're just like
Yeah.
they're just scrubbing the internet for whatever, and the internet is like racist. So it's
Yeah,
like all of a sudden
absolutely.
it's racist.
Absolutely.
It is the Western world
Mhm.
all over again.
Yeah, absolutely. So that's like any information that you get off of AI or you say LLM, yeah, it's a chance it's going to be racist. I remember I looked up something a while ago because I was looking for a video and I said people in senior leadership positions. It generated it didn't generate a boardroom full of people. They were all white people. They were all like, then I said something like, oh, I needed something with like criminals. They were all black people. I swear to God.
That's about right. Did you expect something different?
I had to literally specify that I wanted corporate leaders that were people of color before it even considered doing it. But just off of the top of the head, it was like, nope,
Did you expect different?
I didn't. I just I just saw it and was like, geez.
I mean, that's what it does. That's part of generative AI.
Yeah,
It
it is.
scours everything on the internet.
Right. Yep. Scours everything on the internet. So
Hmm.
the internet is racist, so it can't help but produce
Yeah.
racist results.
Hmm.
Yep.
And now they say generative AI is reaching into the dark web, so it's bringing everything
Yeah.
forward.
Yeah. It is.
It's top networks already.
It is going to be interesting. The future is going to be interesting.
Yep. Well, SAG AFTRA files a complaint over Fortnite's AI Darth Vader voice. Sa-
What is the premise of the lawsuit?
SAG-AFTRA wrote in a statement that it understands its members and members of states wishes to use AI technology in the way they choose. However, SAG-AFTRA's statement continued, we must protect our right to bargain terms and conditions around the uses of voice that replace the work of our members, including those who previously did the work of matching Darth Vader's iconic rhythm and tone in video games.
I'm actually not mad at SAG for doing that.
Me neither. Me neither.
Um, feel like it is a slippery slope, and if people, even if people start to get accustomed to it, then it makes it harder in the future. And again, that was what the strike was about. So,
Hmm.
yeah. So every battle that they lose against it, it's setting a bigger precedent. So I'm not
Yep.
mad at SAG. I'm actually SAG. I'm actually happy that they did it.
Yep. It's like, oh, we're gonna go after
Yeah, we
this.
still got to go out. Even if you sign it, even if you gave permission, we still got to fight for it, right? Because it's going to it's going to start setting precedents. And in this crazy, crazy world that we live in, we don't know how any courts may make a decision.
Yep. Yep.
So yeah, okay, I'm good with SAG doing that. Way to stick up for your people, SAG.
Yep. So SAG, some people look out for it.
And James Earl Jones knew he wasn't gonna be around. He was just like, man, give me the check, give me the check, son. So I get
Yep.
it. Yeah.
It's blockbuster summer is right around the corner,
Yeah.
and we got to talk about Jurassic World Rebirth.
What are we talking about with Jurassic World Rebirth?
It seems that the franchise did a pretty good job of relaunching. The latest example is Jurassic World Rebirth, which is Scarlett Johansson's search for some life-saving dino DNA. It also looks like a mixture of a number of film franchises, a little Alien, a little Indiana Jones, and hits the theaters on July 2nd. So it is the new take on Jurassic Park because Jurassic Park doesn't end and continues to go.
Jurassic Park actually isn't my wheelhouse. I mean, I am just really indifferent to the entire franchise. I've never been a
Mm,
huge fan of it. So, I mean, I don't
yeah,
dislike it, but it's just okay to me.
yeah. Well, I like the first movie based on the novels. And now it's just like it's just dinosaur movies. And my thing is, why don't y'all nuke the whole entire island? And why would y'all take children to this island of carnivores?
Hey, man.
It's
Like the
like,
third
hey, nobody's
reboot,
on this
isn't it?
island. We're all scientists. Let's bring our kids on the trip.
And this is the third reboot. It's like, okay, they just keep on,
Well,
whatever.
it's a continuation of
Oh,
the
I thought
last
it
one.
was. Oh, I thought
No,
it
they
was.
had the island. The dinosaurs took over the island that was the theme park.
Okay.
So it's like this is like the third or fourth movie in this universe. I think
Well, because what the Chris Pratt did three, right? And I thought then this
that's
one,
not the end. This is the continuation of that.
right? Okay, and then so this is a new one, or with Scarlett
Hmm.
Johansson, and then you had the first three back in the day, what
Hmm.
the mid 90s,
Hmm. Hmm.
because Steven Spielberg was involved in
They're
that,
all continuations of that
right?
storyline.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but like it's different characters and different stuff. I guess they brought back Jeff Bloom and all of them for one
yeah,
of them, but
yeah, yeah. It's Jeff Bloom. You got to see Jeff Bloom again. He's amazing.
people don't know the greatness of Jeff Bloom. He's a whole 80s staple. He's a whole 80s star, man.
Yeah, yeah. And in L.A., he's a piano player. I used
Oh,
to go. I used to go watch him play piano at the Dueling Pianos on Tuesdays.
oh, I didn't know
Hollywood.
that.
Oh yeah, he's great. Like he's good. He's go there and talk shit. It's great.
Yeah.
Jurassic World Rebirth goes for an unexpected with its nightmare fuel popcorn bucket. Of course, it's got a popcorn bucket.
Yeah,
But Regal Cinemas has
that's why I would want to go see it. Is for the I just want the popcorn bucket.
unveiled an incubator dual container complete with miniature dinosaur for your popcorn and beverages.
Yeah, that's dope. And Defunct put in the chat that this is the third reboot or the third trilogy in
Yeah,
the
third trilogy of
series.
the series. Yeah. Hmm.
So, yeah.
Yeah, and it's sending Scarlett Johansson back there to handle this one, I guess, because instead of nuking the whole entire island to get rid of dinosaurs, they're gonna go get DNA.
Well, no, I mean, they got to have a plot line, Charles.
I know it. I know it. I know it.
It's a movie about
All they do is
dinosaurs.
give they give sub intelligent humans fuel to go do some dangerous like bring dinosaurs back to life.
Well, whatchamacallit, they
He
bought
brought
back
dire wolves.
yeah, they brought the dire wolves back.
So stupid.
So stupid, but
So
hey.
stupid. So stupid.
And it just reminds me they got that museum in Cincinnati where humans are riding dinosaurs on like Noah's Ark and stuff like that.
That is the third Noah's Ark museum in the United States.
It's crazy.
There are three of them. They're currently building, I think, one or two that are bigger than that one.
And this one out here is huge. Like the one in Cincinnati is huge.
They're building one bigger than that. I
That's
think in
crazy.
Texas or somewhere.
Yeah, because they got pictures of people. I refuse to go to it. And Cincinnati's only an hour and a half away, but I'm like, no.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Mm, I'm good.
It's silly. It's silly.
Yeah.
They got white Jesus on a dinosaur.
Right. And they got humans riding them. Yeah. It's
I
crazy.
halfway think the person that created it was mocking religion,
And it
Christianity.
just didn't hit right.
No, I think he was
And they took
mocking
it.
it, but he knew that fanatics would love it anyway.
Yeah, they took it more. They didn't recognize that it. They didn't recognize that it was satire.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
That happens. That happens.
Um,
They're like, we love it. We love it.
in his new Jurassic Park movie, the Scarlett Johansson, Mahershala Ali are the stars in it. I think he's kind of bad and she's good, of course, and it's based on
Of course.
on the Jurassic Park Island.
Yeah, and we don't know that, but like they ain't gonna make Scarlett Johansson a bad person.
I mean, she's been a bad person before,
And they ain't gonna make Scarlett Johansson a bad person.
you know.
She was what kind of the bad person in
Lucy,
Avengers? She had an arc.
Lucy,
Huh?
Lucy, Lucy.
Let's see.
Yes, where she had super high intelligence.
I don't remember. I don't know if I saw it.
Yeah, she was like they connected her to Lucy, the first human, and her brain. She took drugs in her stomach, and they exploded, and so it increased her intelligence, where she could be in space and time.
Uh, I'm just putting it out here. I don't think Scarlett Johansson is going to be a bad person in this movie.
Nah, she's not gonna be a bad person in this movie.
You
She's
know,
the star. She has
yeah.
to be a protagonist.
No. Mahershala, I don't know what they'll do with that, but I don't feel like they're gonna make Scarlett Jo. So that's
Yeah, yeah. He has the face of a villain.
oh wow.
He does.
Uh,
Rachel
okay,
looks like a villain.
okay. If you say so, I
Yeah,
don't. I never thought that.
he looks like a badass villain every time you see him.
I never thought that.
Like Giancarlo Esposito has a face of a villain.
I never thought of Giancarlo
Like Joe
Esposito.
Pesci has the face of a villain.
I just think I thought Giancarlo played villains very well,
Yeah, he got a face of a villain.
like arrogant people very
He lets
well.
somebody to air you out
Yeah,
everything he's in.
because
Like Al Pacino looks like a villain.
okay, I don't know what villains look like then. I guess
Christoph Waltz looks like a villain.
you done name like people that I'm like,
You know, Walter Goggins looks like a villain.
uh,
You know, there's tons of them.
did
People,
land for me.
some people like villains. They just like villains.
Okay, if you say so, my God.
Christopher Walken looks like a villain.
I don't think Christopher Walken looks like a villain at all. But
He
then
does
again,
look a
according
villain.
to your scale, I don't know what villains look like because
He looks like a
all the people you
villain.
just named, I don't think
Yeah. Like if
necessarily
he
look.
played a villain, he'd be like, oh, it makes sense for him to play a villain. Some people have resting bitch face.
They do.
It's nice they have resting bitch face.
They do.
Like they'll fuck you up. Excuse my French.
They do.
The Pokemon Fossil Museum is coming to the United States. So not only do we have Jurassic Park, we'll have Pokemon.
Okay. So it's an actual museum?
Yeah, man.
Mm,
Yeah. You see Pokemon there.
okay.
We made the bones. But when it comes, it's coming attempts to discover how field museum icons like Sue the T-Rex and the Chicago um Archaeopteryx Archaeopteryx? I don't know how to say that word. Compared to Pokemon such as Tyrannotrom and Archaeops while exploring the how fossils and uncovered and studied in both Pokemon universe and in the real world.
Okay. How big is it? Do we know?
I don't know how big exhibit's going to be.
Okay. Oh, it's an exhibit inside a
Yeah.
museum. Okay. I thought it was
Yeah.
a whole museum. Okay. That's
Yeah.
cool. Yeah, I would imagine that happens all the time.
Yeah. It's Pokemon.
You have museums that have Pokemon exhibits.
But there is a Pokemon museum in Japan,
hmm And that would make
which
sense.
makes sense.
Yeah, that would make sense. I mean, it's one of the world's largest IP, so having a museum there,
Hmm.
I think it's an easy win.
Yeah.
If I was the head of it, yeah, I'd do it all the time. I'd have a museum out there for people to come to.
Yep. The exhibition features Pokemon professors, the ever adorable excavator Pikachu, complete with a cowboy hat, because that's what he does when he's excavating, is wear a cowboy hat. And field scientists exploring fossils from both worlds.
Mm,
Pokemon Fossil Museum will open at the Field Museum on May 22nd,
okay,
2026.
you gonna go?
I would love to go. Check it out.
I would too. I think it'd be dope.
Yeah, we should make a trip, go out to Chicago, go check out the museum.
Yeah,
We go to the museum and go spin the block.
to
Go
me.
drilling.
Oh Lord, I'm not going drilling.
Go drilling.
I'm not out here trying to prove nothing. I'm not gonna show up on O Block like I'm out here on O Block.
That's New York.
No, O Block is Chicago.
Is it? I thought it was
Yeah.
New York.
Nah, Chicago.
Okay.
Yeah, because I remember Steven Jackson was doing it.
Um,
It's South Side. See, South Side or West Side of Chicago.
okay.
And if I'm wrong, chat correct me. But I'm 99.9% Chicago.
I don't care. It don't matter.
You the one
Uh,
that said you wanted to go out there
I was talking
drilling.
crazy. I said, let's go out there drilling.
Yeah, you the one that said it. That's where they're gonna be
Do it
doing
for King
that at.
Von. Anyway, speaking of King Von, Vikings, ninjas, and World War II pilots become prey and predator killers. Did you see the Killer trailers? The
Mm.
animated Predator trailer?
Hmm.
How'd you
No,
miss it,
I no, it didn't come up in my feed.
man? Man, it's definitely in all the group chats.
Hmm.
Yeah, so
What
we
what
have.
so what did you think of the trailer?
I like the trailer. I am excited about the animated series of Predator.
Me too.
And
I didn't know they were doing an animated series of Predator. So
yep.
Predator's got a few things coming out because they got the prequel coming out that's going to be on FX, and then they got this. You said it's an animated version.
Mm-hmm. Yep. June 6th. Hulu's doing the Disney treatment because they're Disney, so they're trying to build the Predator universe.
Okay, that makes sense then.
Yep. So I think it's a bunch of shorts of the Predator coming to the Earth a couple of times at different
Um,
points, and
if
it's a
this is
bunch
the
of it's
trailer,
anthology series.
if
Yep.
this is the trailer, this isn't what I was expecting from Predator series.
Yep.
Hmm.
Yep.
Okay, now I see it. So I guess are they? Is this feudal Japan? Looks like feudal Japan
They
that they're.
they are in feudal Japan. They're in World War II.
Mm-hmm.
They're in the Viking era in the Viking era as well. So there's anthology series for this show.
Hmm. That could be interesting. What do you think about the anime? I'm looking at it, and this is the first time that I am seeing it. What do you
It
think?
doesn't
What
say
do you
it
think
doesn't
about the
show.
animation style
I like the art style. The art
or the
style is
outside?
nice. The art style is nice. Animation I can't see. It looks kind of stop
I was thinking
motion.
I meant the art style. What do you
Yeah,
think
the
about?
art style is nice. It's painterly. It's a painterly art style. I do like
What
it.
does that mean, good sir? Gotta
It looks like
what like
the scenes are painted
okay.
with pastels, soft colors, no hard edges to it. Overall, things are kind of muted into each other. It looks good though. It looks good, but all the shows look somewhat different. Like the Japanese shows looks more like washi paper. The American ones looks more like just painted on
Mhm.
canvas, and the Viking one looks like it has hard edges on it.
I'm going to have to check this trailer out. It looks good.
Yeah, yeah, it
And
looks
I'm
really good.
so like, what do you think about having a predator? Since you mentioned they're building out a predator universe,
Hmm.
what do you think about that?
I'm okay with that.
I think it's dope.
I mean, yeah,
Like,
I watch the Fast and the Furious films. I know what I'm getting when I go into that.
and
So
like in
I
this literally
I know what I'm getting and going to this. I mean,
right. That's what I'm saying.
I have went back and watched all the Transformer movies. I know what I'm getting into.
Well, I don't go back and watch them.
And I watched the GI Joe movies. I watched all the Turtles movies.
And they made two GI Joe movies though, didn't they?
Yeah, only two, three.
Yeah, live
Three
action.
total.
Okay,
I think three total.
I didn't know they even made three of them.
I think
But
three
I
total.
think Predator is a perfect franchise to build a universe.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
It's got a mythology. It's so much out there. I'm
They make
excited
it up as
about
they go along. They got comic books and stuff to pull
it. Yeah.
from.
I'm excited
Uh,
about that. And Alien is what I was thinking too. Alien, I'm excited about
Alien,
Alien have a universe as well.
yeah, it's always had a universe though. They just now are making a TV show with it, so it's
Hmm.
gonna be interesting. You know, that universe is okay. I think they still don't know what they're gonna do. You had the number one predator of humans running around, and it doesn't bring back that source of sci-fi horror that the first one brings. When Cameron got it turned into an action film.
Are they putting the same level of effort into it though?
I don't know. I
And
wasn't
that's
gonna
what
say
I'm wondering,
yes.
right? Because sometimes things are money. We know things are money grabs, right?
Yes,
We do that.
I would like to say the Alien movies. All of them have they put a lot of effort into them. I think they have this thing they just don't want to repeat what was already done. They want to do
Which
it
isn't a
completely
bad
different.
thing, right? We can bring a very, but we don't necessarily need to reinvent the wheel for the sake of
Mm,
reinventing the wheel. It should fall into the
yeah,
mythology.
yeah. I mean, if all use the aliens, but I think they're doing different things with the movies. With the like Alien versus Predators, that was a good idea based on the comic
Yeah,
book, but
they didn't execute
they
that.
didn't lean all the way into the popcorn movie
Yeah,
thing. They should have leaned all the way in with that, and they should have pulled it. And they should that should have been a side thing, right? Because you look at the Alien movies, they're sub serious, and you look at even if you look at the Predator movies, they're somewhat serious too. Then you
yeah.
got Alien versus Predator, and it was silly.
Well, I that's back to that was kind of almost what I was thinking about. Like, I don't think it was seriously done to make that a good movie or even
No.
a great movie, or even a good movie. I think they felt like people had always been clamoring for it. So it's like, well, we might as well just give them what they want.
Mm-hmm.
But it wasn't a lot of effort and
Mm-hmm.
care into building that out.
No. No. It was for high school kids to go watch a
Right.
movie
It's
on
like, yeah.
Saturday.
Yeah. Like, oh yeah, we're gonna see yeah. I think they could have that's the exact reason why I asked is the effort in the Caribbean taken to
I haven't seen Romulus. I know people that have seen it and they love Romulus. Like I
Mhm.
have friends, they speak highly of Romulus. Nobody's ever talked bad about that movie around me. I haven't heard anything bad, but I heard people speak very highly of
Sure.
Romulus.
And now we live in a different world. Like when Predator versus Alien came out, like it wasn't necessarily taken seriously. We're in a tent pole. These franchises taken seriously now. So
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Some of them, yeah. You know, I don't think they really take Star Wars seriously with the movies, but but
I think
yeah.
they take Star Wars very serious. I just think some people take
No,
it bad.
man, no, that last trilogy was not taken
I think
seriously
it
at
was taken.
all.
I don't think JJ set out
Man,
to make bad movies. I just don't think he executed on it.
man, I don't think executed. What did it? Man, we're not gonna go there. We'll be here all day talking about those last trilogy of Star
I'm not
Wars.
saying they were good. That I'm
That was worse than anything Zack Snyder made. Mhm.
I don't know. Batman
Yeah,
vs Superman was pretty damn bad.
it was better than it was better than what we got
Batman,
in that. It
yeah.
was better than what we got in
And
that.
Zack Snyder isn't horrible. It's just you just know what you get when you get him.
Yeah, he's not horrible at all. These movies, we thought we knew what we were getting based on the
Although
directors too.
Batman vs Superman and Justice League, the original, not the director's cut, were pretty bad. They were pretty bad.
Which
Uh, we
Josh
ain't got a
Whedon did
quote.
that though.
Martha is huh?
Martha is one of the best lines in film
Martha is
history.
synonymous with like a bad movie. Like that's the new jump the shark tale. It's like if you say Martha, like this shit is trash.
Wow, I think you're just hating on great cinema.
You talking about you talking about the DC stand,
I
the
think you hate
Superman
great.
stand. And when I say that Batman versus Superman was bad, ugh.
I think you don't like the line Martha. I think you have something against somebody named Martha. I don't know what Martha did to you, Martha Stewart, Martha Good. I don't know what she did to you.
I don't think I'm alone in this
you
opinion.
think
Matter of fact, we got you on camera talking about the dumbest thing ever. You gonna fight? You gonna be friends with anybody that has the name? Their mother has the name Joanne,
I told you, man, we're gonna be friends. When
right?
I'm beating the brakes off of them, they say Joanne, scream
Right.
for their mama. Cause
Yeah.
that's
So,
exactly what you do when you're getting your brakes beat off of you by superhuman and scream for your mama.
uh, yeah, but like I said, uh, the only reason I bring up Zack because you said there's nothing worse than Zack Snyder films, and like I said, Batman versus Superman and the Justice League movies were pretty bad. So
Yep, yep. Well, I think those movies, Zack Snyder's movies, are always pretty to look at.
they are.
They have a lot of slow motion, so you can have a long time looking at the frames. Except Rebel Moon, which
Oh,
is Star Wars by another name.
it's worse than Star Wars.
Yes, it is. It is.
Rebel Moon is worse than Star Wars.
I didn't see the second one. Did you see the second one?
I refuse to.
I saw the first
But
one.
you paid to go see the first one. That makes it even more
I know
interesting.
it does make it worse. It does make it worse.
I at least had the comfort of sitting at home and watching it on Netflix.
We didn't expect it to be what it was, Randy.
You could have
But
sat at home
I
and
had
watched
no
it on
I had no
Netflix.
expectations when I walked in there. I knew something was off when the studio manager was like, "Hey, to let y'all know, there's nothing wrong with this film.
Mm.
The
See,
blurriness is an
see,
artistic decision.
you
It
should have
was
went
a
and got your money
choice."
back right there. You shouldn't be like, all right, I'm going home.
It's probably too late. It's probably too late. They gave us free popcorn and stuff though, but it was probably too late.
That should have been another sign.
Mhm.
They were sending y'all all kind of signs. Like, we gonna give them free popcorn. We gonna give them an
Whatever.
advisory about it. Yeah.
Whatever. Whatever. Speaking of the companies that made that happen, Netflix made something really great happen.
Yes, if you're talking about what I think you are, but please elaborate.
Sesame Street.
All right, that's
It
right.
moved from the hood to the Hollywood.
I'm not gonna
It's
stop
it's it's
that,
in
but
it's relocated to Netflix.
yeah,
And
man.
not only is it relocated to Netflix, Netflix is gonna let it continue to be on PBS.
Good.
Netflix is like, you know what? We'll keep it on PBS.
I don't see why they would. That's what I'm saying. I don't see why they would, and I don't see why the government cut it to begin with. It didn't cost that much. But yeah, man, this made me feel
What do you,
good. I
what do you mean
saw
you don't
this
see why the
stupid.
government cut it? We know exactly why the government cut it. Don't act like you don't know. Don't act like we're not gonna
It was
play these games out
it was
here.
rhetorical. It was
I know it.
rhetorical.
We're not gonna play these games because people are not that smart. They don't know what rhetorical means. They didn't watch Sesame Street growing up. Okay.
Nah, but back to the original point. I'm super excited about this. I think I saw this a couple of days ago, and I was like, yes, I'm glad the Netflix did it.
Yeah. At HBO, new Sesame Street episodes will premiere 9 months before they would air on PBS. Netflix plans to close the gap with the same day release schedule, beginning with season 56.
Wow,
So, yep, it's been on 56 seasons.
50.
So Elmo ain't out here twerking no more on Go Pose. He about to go back to work.
Glad he's employed again.
Yeah.
I am too.
Elmo ain't out here on
I didn't
Fifth
want to
Row
see
no
Elmo out
more.
here in these streets hustling, man.
His unemployment check
He would
didn't
have made
even.
it.
You know,
He didn't even get his unemployment checks yet,
nope,
and he got
nope.
employed again. That's good.
Grover is thinking about doing hand to hands like he's in The Wire.
That's what I'm saying, man. I don't think Grover would have made it out here, out here in these streets, or Elmo, man. I'm glad they got
Elmo out on
jobs.
the corners.
Right, that's what I'm saying. I don't think they would have made it.
They would have made it. They would have made it. You
I
know.
don't think so, man.
And, you know, Bert and Ernie out here joining sex clubs and dungeons and stuff to
I
make
feel
a
like
few
Bert
dollars.
Ernie. I feel like Cookie Monster would have been snitching.
Starting
Like he
starting
would have had it. I feel like
OnlyFans.
he would have been
No,
snitching.
Cookie Monster had the OnlyFans called Eat That Cookie.
So yeah, man. This makes me happy.
and
I'm
and
super
and the
excited
day
about
and date simulcast is amazing. I'm trying to tell you, Netflix is out here crushing it, dog. They about to take over TV altogether.
I mean, they
Hey,
kind
They
of
got
have
wrestling.
already.
Can we have a wrestling Sesame Street crossover
they're
episode?
trying to.
Oh my
WWE Sesame
God.
Street would be
Oh, that would be
amazing.
amazing. A wrestling Sesame Street crossover episode. Oh my God. Who wants to see
Throwing
Jay Uso versus Elmo or Animal? Animal comes out.
Sesame Street and Squid Games.
Yeah.
That would be crazy. That'd
That
be
would be
crazy.
crazy.
Sesame
But
Street and Stranger Things.
Yeah.
Things. Yeah.
We get
yeah.
like Jay Uso and Oscar doing yeets. That would be
Yeet,
great.
yep.
I'm
That's what we
calling
want to
for it.
see. We want to see that. We want to
Yeah.
see that.
Oh,
So I'm
Squid
really
Game,
happy
yeah.
Sesame Street got saved.
Me too.
Our current leadership is upset about it being saved.
Stupid.
He thinks it's a bad thing.
I know. Teaching kids to be literate and know arithmetic and learn about the world around them, that's just ridiculous.
And kind.
And kind, right.
Being teaching
Respect
kindness.
people, you know, to all types of people, different races and backgrounds and disabilities and all those things. That was
Yep.
that's just terrible.
I mean, he had to cut the Ready to Learn program, you guys. He had it Ready to Learn. He didn't want nobody learning. I mean, you can be illiterate and be president, so why should we have Sesame Street?
Stupid.
I'm just saying. Day and date, baby. This is how it works.
Yeah, but nah, man, this was good. I think I saw this a couple of days ago when it was first announced, and I was very happy to hear that.
And not only that, since HBO didn't want Sesame Street anymore with their 9-month delay,
I'm surprised.
we call it HBO Max again. So it's gonna be called sub down to HBO because nobody calls it HBO Max. Nobody's saying I got HBO Max. People like, you got HBO? Yeah, I got HBO.
HBO. Yep.
They
Yep.
should have just went with HBO.
That's what right. We've talked about this numerous
Extensively,
times.
yes, many
Yeah.
times.
And where it's like that was the worst branding decision ever.
Max.
Right. Why would you throw away 30 years of great branding and a
Because they're
great
trying to
name
sell it. Maybe
to
they're trying to
HBO?
sell the network, try to sell the streaming services Max, so they can keep the HBO name. Then they realize they're not going to be able to sell it, so
Mm,
now it's back to HBO Max when it
okay.
should just be called HBO.
That's it. That's
HBO
it.
home box office.
That's it.
It speaks for itself.
Yeah. Yeah. It's stupid. But hey,
Yeah,
Zavlov, whatever his name is, nobody said he was smart. He's just in charge.
yeah.
And we
They
know
been doing.
a lot of dumb people that are in charge.
And tell you how powerful the HBO name is. They had HBO Go. They had HBO Now.
Mm-hmm.
Only thing they haven't had is HBO Plus. They could have called it HBO Plus
Yeah. Yeah. Now,
instead
when
of
we
HBO
talk
Max.
about, I did want to say, just go back to the Sesame Street one a little
hmm
earlier. I'm surprised Disney didn't pick it up. It would have been great. They already own Jim Henson.
They
It
had some
was
studios, but they didn't want that because they want the Creature Shop. And they have the Muppets, and the Muppets aren't making them any money.
okay. I just would have thought it would have been
But it'd be nice to have all the Muppets together.
right. That's what I'm saying. I
all
thought it
of
would have just
them.
been an easy synergy just to do both of
A
them.
Muppet Sesame Street movie. We would
Yeah.
love to see that.
But then you get the Fraggle Rock and throw it like it would be great.
It'd be great throw them all in there and they all meet
Yeah.
up. Like it could be them saving Disneyland or something. I don't know. It could be
But
something completely silly. I don't
yeah.
know.
But that's it. But no, it's good. HBO, they out here. They made the right decision about time. It's about damn time.
Yeah, yeah. Well, we'll figure it out.
You gotta
They'll
embrace
figure it
the ridiculousness of it too. So like a
Mhm.
lot of the like social media, like they just leaned into it. They realized it's like stupid, and they realized that they had like the Super Spider-Man meme where like they're all pointing at each other, and they even
Yeah.
had like James Gunn saying like, "Wait, what? We're changing it back to Max?" Like yeah,
Yeah.
so they leaned into it. So at least I give them credit for that, being like, hey. It was a dumb move to begin with, and we're going back to that. So,
But
you know,
I think that was part of how he was trying to sell it. He doesn't want to sell the HBO name because he would have sold the HBO name on a streaming service. Somebody would have snatched that up.
well, I think also too is like, I mean, his initial thought was that he wanted to have a broader thing where it was like, okay, here's all this Discovery stuff. It's like Naked and Afraid and all those things, and like having HBO in front of that is like it kind of like sullies the HBO brand. But then like nothing really can sully the HBO brand.
No.
It's
No.
yeah. So I think it's hilarious that it did this way, but at least they freaking
At least they figured it out.
figured it out,
They're
right?
slow. They're slow. It takes them a while, but they got there eventually.
I mean, it was HBO Discovery.
It was. I thought it was Warner Discovery.
Warner Discovery.
Yeah, it was Warner Discovery, with HBO being one of the companies under the
Under
umbrella.
Warner.
Yeah.
But I think that was just him saying, "Hey, we're going to keep the HBO name. We're going to sell
The other thing that I heard them talking about is that when you think about the business of streaming, the business of streaming is to get new subscribers, not necessarily keep what you already have.
Yeah, it's true.
Right? So like the best way to get new subscribers is to have HBO Max as the name. Because you're not like, oh, I'm gonna subscribe to Max because I'm Naked and Afraid. It's like, no, I'm gonna subscribe for Last of Us, Succession,
Right, absolutely.
White Lotus. Oh, there's a new White Lotus
Euphoria.
season. Oh yeah, boom, Euphoria is
The
coming back.
Righteous
Come on.
Gemstones.
Right.
Right?
And I'm fine with
there's a new
HBO.
House of Dragon season coming up. Okay, I'm gonna
Yeah.
You're not
Succession.
you're not like, oh shit, new Naked and a new Shark Week. All right,
Right. Let me renew my.
Y'all looking at this all wrong. Y'all looking at us wrong. Wait till DC Meerkats come out.
Oh
You
shit.
put them all. You cut little mask. Put them on the Meerkat. I'm gonna watch that.
But
Everybody wants the Meerkat.
the DC
Meerkat.
stuff that he has planned for TV does sound really good.
Yes.
Like the lanterns, like
The lantern sounds amazing.
sounds really good. So
Yeah, we don't give that to Zav Laws. That's
yeah,
James
yeah,
Gunn
yeah.
Yeah,
That's
that's
just
James
good.
Gunn.
put them in the
Yeah.
office. And the best thing, you know, Zaslav did something good. He did not kill Harley Quinn.
No,
Harley Quinn is still there.
yeah.
Thank God.
And
Hopefully,
I thought monsters were good. Under the James Gunn umbrella of DC, and
Creature
I do.
Commandos,
Huh? Monster Commandos, yeah, Monster
Creature
Command.
Commandos.
You know what I meant. Don't be a jerk.
I'm tripping because this is your world.
I was just
I
thinking of
know, I know.
monsters
I'm having a
from
hard
it,
time
so
today too.
to do that. But no, and I think the Lantern series, to Rodney's point, is
Yeah.
going to be great. A Detective Lantern series, yeah, that's good. With Hal Jordan and John Stewart, yeah, this is going to be super cool.
Nerd.
That's what I like you.
I mean, we are on a podcast called Geek Beast.
GeekBeast, we
And on a
are.
network called the Geekish Network. So
I say it all the time. I say it all the
I
time.
mean-
They be like, why did we? I don't think that's it. I'm like, hello. It's not one.
Y'all see me laughing about it because it was just perfect. He was geeking out there for a second.
I
and
was.
Big ass grin across his
I
face.
did. I was
He's like, let me
smiling
let them know I
and
know
you
about
just
Green
had-
Lantern.
You did.
I don't know about
Hey.
Creature Commandos.
Getting
I know
that-
about them lanterns though.
Getting-
I know. I just called it monsters for some reason.
getting them excited about that DC talk, man.
The DC talk. The DC talk.
Hey,
Like talking
what?
about Detroit basketball.
Peacemaker's about to come back soon.
Oh
so
yeah, I'm so
looking
excited
forward to
about that.
too.
I'm so excited about that. I don't think I'm most excited about that show. I'm so excited about that show. Speaking of things to be excited about, Netflix is coming back with something I find near and dear to my heart. I saw it
Okay.
not too long ago. Clash of the Titans.
What do you-
Clash of Clans. Oh, I read it all wrong, guys.
Oh, I'm about to say, what about
Oh,
the series
man.
of Clash of the Titans?
Nah, they're making Clash of Clans, the video game, into an animated series.
Oh,
I thought that I read it as Clash of the Titans animated
because you was
series.
excited. See, you
and
got all excited.
I was about to do my holy dance. Oh yeah, it's Clash of Clans, which is not bad. But I that Clash of Clans battle royale game is taking enough money from me over the life of its existence on my iPhone that I probably single handedly paid for this.
Yeah, I've never played it, so I'm not familiar with it.
It's gonna be interesting. It's probably gonna be fun and kiddie. I don't know who this is for because kids don't play Clash of Clans.
I mean, my
They play Roblox.
nephew played Classic Clans
Does he?
for a while. When he was really
Okay.
young, but he doesn't play
Okay.
anymore. They don't play anymore. But like when
Yeah.
they're really young, yeah, he played it.
Yeah.
I think there was also too is like, you know, my brother only let them play mobile games. Didn't really,
Okay.
yeah, and so
Okay.
it was one of those things where now he can play like any other games. Just like yeah, he's like he doesn't play it anymore. Doesn't touch it.
I'm thinking kids play Roblox, Minecraft, and Pork Knife. And they play those. They play everything else too. But those are
speaking
the
of
staples.
which, I think this is why, like, yeah, Minecraft's success is why this
Oh
is.
God, yes.
You know, another reason why this is happening is like they see that and they're like, okay, we need to get on this, like turn more IP games into IP. You know,
Mm-hmm.
Well, we're
So-
in a good spot for games turning into either
Yeah.
live action or animated, right? And I don't want to say golden era because things could get a lot better. But I even remember when we first started, you know, at the Geekish Network, the idea of video game adaptations was not strong because there had been so many that had been bad, right?
Mhm.
And then we've so slowly over the years seen so many transformed into either live action or animation or movies that have been so strong, you know.
Because we watch your favorite studios bring back IP that should have remained dead. It's been left in the 90s and 80s.
No, I agree. I agree. And I mean, I feel like it's not the culmination, but just such a high level. That damn Arcane. Jeez. It was just absolutely stellar.
Yep.
yeah, that's the high bar. That's
It's
like
the high bar.
it's like it's like too high bar.
Yeah.
Honestly. Yeah, it's gonna be a
Arcane
while
said it-
before we
Yeah.
see something like that again.
Yeah, that's like a
Hurricane
Kendrick verse on Control. Like it set the bar real hot, and everybody else got to kind of jump up there and get it.
Yeah, Arcane is a masterpiece. So not many people gonna jump to the level of Arcane, but they're gonna strive for it. China's gonna come close when these done was. When these done was is gonna be on the level of Arcane. We're gonna be like, and it's gonna change the animation world all over again. Because they're gonna like, yeah, that episode. They spent $200,000 for the episode. Here in China, we spent 30,000, and we didn't use AI. We had 1,000 people working in the factory making this animation.
Jesus, why did you go?
I mean, he's not wrong. What did you think about that? I mean, I know a little bit of tangent, but speaking of the China animation, did you see that? We talked about it a few weeks ago. It was like the highest grossing animated film of like all time in China, but it was like a Chinese. What was it called? Like Sengu 2 or something like that.
Yeah,
But like, did you ever see it? Like, did you?
I haven't seen it.
I haven't seen it.
But it was like CGI animation, right?
Yep.
So it wasn't exactly like Fortiche where it was like painterly and like hand drawn.
Yeah.
But,
Niza too. Yeah. And total gross is $15 billion. 15B with a B on it. That's a lot of money.
Yeah. Yeah.
It'll be on Netflix.
Yeah. It's a whole lot of money.
Yeah. It's a whole lot of money. But they have new Donwas coming out now. They have one coming out. They say every episode. Most animes around 17,000 to 20,000 frames for the whole entire animation sequences. They have one that's like 30, 40 frames. And I'm like 40,000 frames, and I'm like, oh my god, that is a lot of frames. Y'all are rivaling up there with Disney or Miyazaki. Y'all are killing it, and they're making one, and then it's at a low price too, because they pushed a lot of people into that direction. Animated films and stuff are popular in China, and they translate well when they go abroad. China has a hard time sending their movies abroad, but their animations are showing the way for them to send entertainment abroad.
And doesn't their government support financially? I mean,
a third of the government goes into all enterprise.
Yeah, that's huge. Yeah.
A third of all enterprises are held up by the government.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's
which
huge.
is smart.
Yeah,
their government's saying we need to create jobs.
Yeah,
so we create new studios all the time.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and it creates an art. But the only thing is they have a lot of control over their art.
Yeah, well, they'll put a kibosh on it. You talk bad about the government because they're like, we pay for this.
Right.
It's kind of like America in a weird way. They got a lot of control too.
I ain't gonna even get into that.
I know it. Tekken 8 boss says he's tried to reach Waffle House for a crossover. So this has been going on for a while. People thought in Tekken, Waffle House, outside of Waffle House or inside of Waffle House should be a level. Well, the president, the Kasahiro Harada, the main director for Tekken, said I reached out to Waffle House and said we could do the level for them.
Yeah, I don't think Waffle House is gonna do that.
Why wouldn't they? They should.
I don't think they are. They're a restaurant, man. They don't want to be known for being.
They know their reputation. They hire.
Don't get me wrong. I remember
they're already known for that. They're already known
for that, Randy. You ain't doing nothing special for them.
Man, come on, y'all.
Man, they hire fighters, Randy. They hire brawlers. You saw that woman catch the chair in midair?
I've seen all kind of things from Waffle House. Yeah.
Randy. They threw a chair at her that was bolted on the ground, Randy.
I just don't think Waffle House is ever going to consent to this. I honestly don't, guys.
I kind of see that too, though. Like, I see both sides of it where it's like, might as well just like lean into it. But then the other part of it is like, if you're leaning into it, you're kind of inviting more violence.
Right, that's what I'm saying. No,
more violence. You're inviting more people to fight at Waffle House.
Then people come there and be
Yeah.
fighting and stuff. Yeah,
Yeah.
man, they're not going to agree to that. I'm not saying Tekken isn't right, because when I first heard this story, I thought it was hilarious, and I was like, yeah, because it's more dangerous at a Waffle House than any scene that they've taken for any fight place. Trust me, I know. I've been in Waffle. Yeah, trust me, I know. But I don't think that company's ever going to go for
I
that.
think they should. I think Waffle House should go for it.
I ain't saying what they should. I'm saying I
And
don't think they are ever going to.
let me tell you, they sell as DLC. Say, hey, Waffle House, we're gonna give you half the proceeds for this. People will buy Tekken 8 first of all, and then they would pay for that pack. And Waffle House will make more money in that year than they do in the Waffle Houses.
I, I don't see it.
Because people are gonna, because once it's the screen at Evo and the championship matches at a Waffle House,
I don't.
people will go crazy. I
I
understand what
don't
you're
see
saying.
it.
I hear what you and Rodney saying. I agree with both of you all.
I don't see
But
it.
we want to see
I
Tekken
want to see
Waffle
it
House.
because yeah, I think it's amazing, but I don't see them doing that.
I'm just saying we want to see it. Chat, tell us what you think, chat. Do y'all want to see a Tekken 8 Waffle House level?
Absolutely, I want to see it. Yeah, I just don't think
And,
we
and,
will.
and should Waffle House co sign on this?
Yeah, I just don't think we will. But we'll see. Anything's possible.
Anything's possible. Anything's possible.
uh,
We got Vader going skibbity toilet in Fortnite. So anything is possible
it
with
is.
the original voice of Darth Vader.
Yeah, it is. We'll see.
You know,
We'll see.
I mean, in Fortnite, you can shoot a gun that raps Eminem lyrics. You know, so
But
yeah.
that ain't off brand. Like, but it is a publicly traded company, man. You put out in a video game, it's like, oh yeah, because we're so synonymous with violence, we're going to be in a fighting game where people will fight.
In the Waffle House,
Yeah, I don't think you want to do that.
they can make a fake Waffle House and call it Waffle Boss.
They could do something like that, yeah.
Yeah,
But
and people will
like,
know what it is. Then
yeah.
they lose out.
But I don't think people are going. I don't think Waffle House is going to consent to that. I'm just saying, just my thoughts, but we'll see.
Mark brought up a point. We're getting to the end of our show, and we didn't do this in the very beginning. We probably should have done it. George Wendt, Norm of Cheers, passed away.
Yeah.
I think, what was he,
75? Something like
75
that?
or something like that?
Norm.
Yeah.
Norm, yep.
Yeah.
For y'all to know, that was like one of my most favorite shows growing up
Yeah.
as a
Cheers was
kid.
amazing.
It was one of my favorite shows. It's one of
Hmm.
the shows I can say they could bring back in some form or fashion, but we will
Never.
ruin it.
Don't
We'll
never
ruin
touch.
it because
Don't ever
somebody
touch Cheers.
somebody come in and say skibbity toilet at the bar.
No.
But
Never
you
touch
know,
Cheers.
I wouldn't say they touch Cheers. They just do something similar to Cheers. If we had a bar somewhere,
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's always sunny in California or Philadelphia. I mean, it's always sunny in Philadelphia. It's at a bar.
yeah, it is. But this is a different type of show, though.
Yeah, it is.
That show is all about self-absorbed people being self-absorbed at their own detriment. But yeah.
Oh, I didn't know he was he's Robert Sudeikis' uncle.
Oh, is he? I guess so.
Oh, okay. Dope.
I didn't know that neither. You learned something new.
Yeah.
He passed away. So
Yeah.
I can't believe you got pink eye.
silent snoring. Thank you, Noah, for being a good part of my childhood.
Yeah, man. It's amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely hilarious.
It made me want to grow up and live in bar culture after work.
Absolutely. And I didn't
It
even know
literally
anything about
did.
bar culture, but it seemed like Cheers seemed amazing.
You go in, get a beer. Everybody puts it on their tab. Though
Yeah.
nobody ever pay their damn tab.
And they were there all day,
All
every
day.
day.
They get off at 5 p.m. They all there. The
Yeah,
bar was up at
like,
5. They there at 5.
every
No happy
day.
hours and nothing.
Right, nothing. Like all day. You like,
this-
man, when these people going home?
It's the third space. They said people need third spaces. Cheers gave us a third space, a good example of a third space.
And then it gave it the spinoff. It gave it a spinoff of Frasier, which I was a big fan of for a long time too, with Kelsey Grammer.
Yep. So Shouts out to George
Yeah.
Wendt for giving us such great entertainment for so many
I've
years.
actually watched this supercut. Somebody posted it when he died. It basically cut like every single time he walked in and every single line that he made, and I watched it. It's hilarious. It's great. It's like
It's
Yeah.
he's just
so
like he had
good.
all these, and it's cool. It's like
They're like,
yeah,
He had his
Norm.
bar stool and
Norm, yeah,
everything.
Norm.
same spot. They all
Same
And he worked at
spot.
the
okay.
post office, right? Or where did he
No,
work?
no, no.
No,
He
no.
didn't work at the post office. The other guy
That
worked at the post
Worked at the
that
office.
post
was
office,
the other
yeah.
guy. Yeah.
Where did Norm work, man? It just like I just know Norm was there every single day.
Yep. Every day, and he go to his bar stool every day.
Absolutely. Yep.
Such an so amazing. Like
Yeah.
it made me when I used to go to Rush Street, I had my stool, and I'll go in like this is my stool. Cliff. Yep.
Cliff Clavin. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Cliff Clavin. Yep.
Yeah, man. Yeah,
Such a great show,
Cheers
man.
was amazing.
Such a great show. You know, it'd be nice to have a show similar, not Cheers, but something else
Right.
similar.
Now I got you. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean that's a whole other conversation too. Like the third
Yeah.
space is we don't have that anymore.
Third space. Yeah, we don't have
Yeah,
third spaces no more. And this was a really good
Yeah,
example of
yeah.
man.
third space.
And the thing, even the theme song, we want to go where everybody knows your name.
Yeah. 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 Um, thank you all for tuning in to Geek Beast. We are across all your audio platforms if you haven't heard us. Mark, I know you hear us every day, but we appreciate if you go to Apple Music or to Spotify and play us again there so we can get our reps up. Share us, like us, subscribe to us, like us on other platforms.
Yep.
If y'all didn't know, we do talk to people in our comments. Mark is one of our most loyal people in our comments. He's the sixth man, I call him. He comes in clutch all the time. We have the Funk. He's always in our comments as well. He's also the curator of our stories we read every day and discuss about. Thank you, the Funk. He does a great job in not only finding stories but actually put them in order that makes sense. I just follow the flow really bad. Shout out to
Wow. You do.
Rodney for being our technical producer and technical director. And shout out for Rodney for introducing us to the Digital Click, who handles our art and our marketing assets and has some of our marketing plans. So shout out to Digital Click. Shout out to Rodney. And thank you all for tuning in. We were going to follow up with Geek Beast after this, but we're not having Geek Beast today.
You mean
Uh,
binge worthy?
binge worthy. Ah man, it's been a rough day, man. I've been missing up all day
You
long.
you good, cuz you good.
So I'm tired all day today. Um, we're not gonna have binge worthy tonight. We were gonna cover Andor. We'll make it up to you in another night. We'll let you know. We think Andor is one of those things that should be covered, and I think it's gonna be a really spicy conversation.
But before we go, Mark's my guy. Call him Vinny Johnson. What you know about the microwave, Mark? What you know about the microwave? That's my guy. You all right in my book from now on.
Now you're all right with him,
You,
Mark.
he was always, but you all right in my book now.
Damn,
Microwave.
Mark. Damn,
Vinny
damn.
Johnson, man. Vinny Johnson was the sixth man of Detroit Pistons
You
for the
was.
championships. Yes, sir. The microwave. That makes me happy. That is how I want to end this night. That I don't know
Nerd.
how we end now. That makes me happy.
Oh man, I'm trying to channel my best inner Rodney right now.
Yeah, I mean, he could have been something whack like he could have said something whack like Kurt Rambis or something like that.
He said Vinny Johnson. Yes.
Vinny Johnson, that's right. My
Yes.
guy. Mark is my guy.
Thanks, Mark. You made it. You made his day.
You made
You
my
you made
day.
his night. You know. You know.
We'll
Thank
let
you
it. We'll let
all.
it slide, Mark. We'll let it slide.
We let his yeah.
My finger was over the block button, but we'll let it slide.
Thank you all for tuning in.
Appreciate you, Mark.
Yeah, we do appreciate all of you all.
Appreciate you,
Definitely
man.
appreciate you, Mark. One day we should discuss having you come on one time, just hang out with us one time, probably for a happy hour, whenever you feel comfortable. If you ever want to do that with us, um, Randy, anything you want to tell the people?
No.
I think you should talk about your new business before we get out of here.
Nah, we're good. We're good.
Okay, okay,
Yeah,
okay,
we're good.
okay. I try to you hype.
I
Randy has a
appreciate
new
it.
business, you guys. He hasn't broke it to the public yet, but I'm trying to force him to break it to the public.
It's a speaking business. If you're looking to enhance public presentations and public speaking skills, holler at your boy. But yeah,
Yeah.
that's another topic. We're good.
Thank you all for tuning in, and we will see you all on Friday for happy hour. Y'all have a good night. Peace.
Yeesh.